Hi, Jeff Hostetter here again. We talked about how to start your own business, and in the first module we discussed the emotions, the excitement that comes, the inadequacy, the frustration, and the choices that we have, either to quit and fail or to press on and obviously experience success and everybody wins. Now, in this module I want to talk about how do we take that now that we've decided to press on and become successful. Think of people like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett probably is known as one of the greatest or best investors of our time, perhaps in history. And what do people like Warren Buffett do? Well, obviously, just like you in starting your own business, you have to have a goal. Now, goals are used in so many different ways. When we talk about goals, what do we mean by that? Oh, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, we all want to be millionaires. However, how do we get from $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 a year to becoming a millionaire? Well, we have to set out and we have to set goals, obviously. Okay, so in goals, we have short-term goals, medium, and long-term. In other words, how do we get from $50,000 a year to $50 million a year? Or in Warren Buffett's case, billions a year, okay? What we have to do is we have to analyze a starting point. We've decided to overcome, we've decided to press ahead, and we've decided to become a winner. Everybody wins. So in goals, really, it's nothing more than just a business plan. Think about that for a second. Any company that you know today has a business plan. And that really is what goals are all about. In other words, you need to research what is it about your business, your idea, that you're going to need to see that business launch, to see that business take off. Well, you'll have to have a business plan, and in order to do that, you have to research. What do you find in your research? Well, you find all kinds of things, like how many competitors do you have? How much money? How much capital? In fact, let's write that down. Money or capital. What if you are unemployed and you've been unemployed due to the market that we're in right now? How do you start a business? Well, find out through research the least expensive ways of how to start a business. We're going to get into some of those later. But that's what you find when you're setting your goals and you're writing a business plan, you're doing your research. Obviously, if you want to create a rocket and be the first commercial spacecraft to take people into space, that's going to require a lot of capital. And maybe you should continue that goal. But if you have $50,000, you're probably going to need a little bit more. So in your goals, you might have to come up with ways of investing or saving or bringing partners on. In fact, let's talk about that. In fact, who do you hire? Who do you recruit? Where do you get your investment money? Now, not every person has the dream, of course, of taking commercial space flight and taking travelers into space. However, whatever your business idea is, the only way to figure out how to get there is to write down short-term goals, things you're going to need to start out with. You don't have to have all the answers. In fact, you won't have all the answers. But once you begin writing down your goals, then you begin thinking of the different things that you're going to need, the different resources, the different people. That's called human capital. Maybe it's a partner. Maybe it's a set of partners. Then what you do is you have a timeline. Because as you sit down and write out your goals and do your research, you uncover how much capital or how much money you need. And by the way, there's a lot of businesses that require very little capital to start. But this is how you take that idea and go from that excitement, that inadequacy, to the point of it's time now to step out and overcome. What do? Well, these are the type of steps that you have to go through. So, I want you to sit down with your idea, and I want you to begin writing out your goals. Where do you see this business going? If there were no money obstacles at all, where would you take this idea that you have? In this research, in this business plan, you're going to find out along the way the different resources that you're going to need to accomplish the end of that goal. So, in this module, just as Warren Buffett would do as he's researching a company to invest in, I want you to sit down and write out your goals, write out your business plan, and that way you'll begin answering those questions that you don't know the answers to right now. Until next time, write out your goals and your business plan.